Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Octaviana Purnama, majoring in Information System. So today, I would like to share my opinion about smoking in campus area. In my view, smoking should not be allowed on campus. A university is a place for learning, growth, and health, both mentally and physical. Allowing smoking in such an environment sends the wrong message to students. It exposes non-smoker to secondhand smoke, which can be harmful, and it also pollutes the air we all share. Moreover, smoking areas on campus can make the campus look so untidy. With cigarette butts scattered around, this not only damages the beauty of the campus but also harm the environment. I believe that creating a smoke-free campus will encourage the students to live healthier lives. It shows that we are care about our community and want to protect anyone from the dangers of smoking. In conclusion, smoking on campus should be banned to promote a cleaner, safer, and healthier environment to all the students and the staff. Thank you. And now, I will continue to presentation about the question words. Introduction. Question words are used to ask for specific information. They help us gather details about people, things, time, places, and reasons. Function of question words. We use question words to form WH questions in English. They guide us in asking for different kinds of information. List of main question words: who, what, where, when, why, which, and how. Who, used to ask about people. For example, who is your English teacher? Explanation: who is used to identify or ask about a person. What, used to ask about things or information. For example, what is your favorite subject? Explanation: what, asks about objects, ideas, or activities. Where, used to ask about places. For example, where do you live? Explanation: where, asks for location or place. When, used to ask about time. For example, when is your birthday? Explanation: when is used to ask about dates or times. Why, used to ask about reasons. For example, why are you late? Explanation: why, asks for the reason behind something. Which, used to ask about choices or options. For example, which color do you prefer? Explanation: which is used when there are limited options. How, used to ask about manner, condition, or method. For example, how are you today? Explanation: how, asks about the way or manner something happens. How many or how much, used to ask about quantity. For example, how many students are in your class? Explanation: how many for countable, how much for uncountable nouns. How often, used to ask about frequency. For example, how often do you study English? Explanation: how often, asks how frequently an action happens. How long, used to ask about duration. For example, how long is the meeting? Explanation: how long, asks about time length or duration. How far, used to ask about distance. For example, how far is the library from your house? Explanation: how far, measures physical distance. how old, used to ask about age. For example, how old are you? Explanation, how old is used to ask about someone's age. Nah, question sentence structure. Structure, question word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb. For example, what do you like? Explanation, always start with the question words. Example in conversation. Where are you going? I'm going to the library. When will you be back? At around 5 p.m. Common mistakes. What you are doing is wrong, and the correct one is what are you doing? Always remember to use the correct word order in questions. Summary. Question words help us gather specific information, communicate clearly, form grammatically correct questions. Tips. Always use a question mark at the end. Use correct word order. Practice forming WH questions daily. Thank you.